Bad Mind TV, big up, big up, big up. You don't know. There you are again. It's been about 5 days since I checked in with you. You get me? What was I gonna say now? I was obviously looking through the media and that, yeah. And I bought this guy. He's got a case here. Martin Gordon. The man's 64 years on 64 years old, and he's on the road with his machine, yeah. Broad daylight. Martin's gone into a pub to see one girl about some ashes what have been took out his house. You know them white people, they love their history and their ashes, and they take them thing, they hold them thing, they're close to them still. And the woman must be going in yard, go move him ashes, yeah. Man go up on the road with his machine, yeah, to go and look for the girl. He's walked in the pub, yeah, with the machine. And obviously addressed her in front of the public. So someone's seen it and recorded it, yeah. I tell you something, yeah, people for stop recording things, cause it's not everything for record. Cause I mentioned this to say that there's a lot of stupid things going on now with weapons and a lot of stupidness, but I think the way his case looks, yeah, he wasn't on no reckless behavior. He's had an issue with someone, and he's gone and spoke to that person about his issue. They were having an issue, like a dispute in the public. I think there was more people there, so it was like a public argument, yeah. So in the picture, you can see him like he's got his things in his hand, and it's by his side, like he's holding it round his back. He's not showing it to nobody. And someone's got their camera and videoed it and said, "Oh, look, I've got the video of this man," and sprayed it around social media. He didn't have a belly on, yeah. So it shows that he's comfy in his community. Everyone knows him. You know what I'm saying to you? And it also goes to show that if you're a G man, yeah, you come like it's for life, innit? You don't really give it up, cause the man's 64 years old. I'm sure that's really boss past age, innit? I'm sure them man they can catch the bus for free, at 60. I'm sure they can. So 64, still got machine in your pocket. I walk streets. I thought I had to talk about this cause Bad Mind TV, you get me? 64 years old. You understand me? I can't believe it. And he got 5 years for the possession. He got his 5 years, obviously. 64-year-old white man, but from Dudley as well. Fucking hell, how I go on, man? But yeah, like, is it to show that them kind of things there's for life? Is it then like once you've walked that road and you've got issue, that's what you go for, and you just go for your things. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. When there's an issue, yeah, and whatever, there's probably more people you're outnumbered or whatnot. You go and get your stuff. Is that what it is now? Is that what it is like? You get me? You're 64, and if you got little issues with people, you just go for the machine. Business, broad daylight, brawling. Yeah. In all fairness to him, when they arrested him, he only had 2 corns in his machine, 2 little stubbies him having in there. So he never come out for no big war, because he only had 2 stubs in there, 2 piece of corn. Yeah. So, like that. He's got his thing, he's traveling light, and he didn't come out traveling heavy, yeah. And I'd say it's one of the better arrests than what we've seen lately. It shows that there's some people out there that still got a bit of self-control. They're not out here trying to hurt innocent people. They're not out here trying to intimidate the public in a way where, causing a big scene. Yeah, he's brought his things out on the road, got seen with it by a member of the public, and then he's got his 5 years basically. 5 years. So when he come out now, that's 2.5, 64, 65, 66. He's gonna be like 67 when he comes out of jail. Yeah. And then if he's really like that, he's gonna have to go and buy another machine car. Them have that now. So he's not gonna want to give it. He's obviously not gonna want to give it up, and he's gonna have to go back to market and sort himself out when he gets out. But Yeah, I just want you to run that by you. And you see what it is now, yeah? You have to match what you're doing still, car. On the road now, you can't even have an argument with someone because people just record it on their phone. You can't even have an argument, man. You literally can't. You can't. People use it to incriminate you. Yeah, people use it to incriminate you. Yeah, so you can't even have an argument with no one. You can't get in a fight with no one in front of people again because then just back out them phone. Yeah. Uh, anyone doing that, you're a snitch. Simple as that, innit? Anyone recording an incident on your phone that's going on, you can record it in your mind. That means you record it to show people. You get me? I've seen bare things happen, yeah, and I don't take out my phone to record it. But afterwards, I do think to myself, I could have recorded that. But it's not my natural instinct to think take my phone out because I'm not a snitch. And in my DNA, it means that I know that by doing that, I'm going to take it and show it to someone else. So that means I'm kind of spreading that person's issue around. It must reach the police. So I can't do it. So I don't understand. I do understand. Everyone's just brainwashed to back out their phone to see something. So even me, myself, I feel like I can't get in an argument with no one in the public. I feel like I can't get in no disputes. You don't want to argue with no one about nothing. Because the moment two voices raise, bleep, them just start recording straight away, yeah. And that's where you are. Your evidence is all then. They've got your evidence against you straight away, so you can't even get away with that. There's no argument. It's just straight guilty plea because they recorded you and they've give it to them. So yeah, it's like that. Yeah, people need to start back out their phones still. Cause my man had a little this Martin Gordon geezer had an issue, a private issue in his family. Obviously, you get me. In my bad boy, he's probably got other family members that are bad boys as well, and he felt like he had to have his something there on him when he's going to approach people about his stuff. You understand me? And some dickhead has decided to go, I'm gonna record this argument. And this man who's got something in his hand, yeah. Martin never come out to hurt nobody. He's just making a point. In my old school, can see him with his Rolex on, gold Rolex. He got beer gold on his hand, yeah. So say the hand that was holding the something there, him have on him something there, yeah. Martin's not a dickhead, obviously, yeah. So when people are probably on the phone winding him up, he's come out. Fuck this, let me go and hear me. We go and have a word with these people, make them know, say, yo, Martin's not. Hear me? Martin ain't gone soft, because I'm 64 years old. You get me? Don't think so me gone soft because I'm 64. So go for them. I say, yo, oosh, what you telling me? So, hear me? So, but one thing I like about his case is that no one got hurt. Yeah? Nobody got hurt. And there was no stupidness, really. The only stupidness is the person that recorded it. Like that. If that wasn't recorded, Martin would have went home, got the kettle on, yeah, and fucking it would have been sorted. And he just proved his point, and everybody would be like, oh, Martin, come down with the machine. OG Martin. You get what I'm saying to you? It would just been a community thing, yeah? So, yeah, I'd like to know who that dickhead was, that video, that fucking thing. And I bet it was one of his neighbours. I bet it was one of his neighbours or somebody that he knows. I bet it was someone that he knows that they recorded that. That weren't no member of the public, because it was in his ends. That's someone who knows him and sees him regularly. They just put you away for 5 years. Yeah. All right. Then some people say, why is he's not supposed to be on the road like that? He's not supposed to thingy. I live in the real world. Things happen. Yeah. And sometimes things have to happen sometimes because that's just the way how it goes. But I don't like stupidness. I don't feel like stupidness. That's all it is. I mean, what if things have to happen? We know that things are going to happen. So let's say if it's gonna happen, let it be proper. So I think Martin's case is kind of the way it's supposed to be. You got an issue, you go and talk to the people there. No one doesn't have to get hurt directly, but you've got your back covered yourself. And then if it does go out of hand, you can defend it. You get me? Remember, say again, he only had 2 of them in his thing. 2. So it's not like you don't go out for war with 2. That's just a quick look to make a man know. Like that. You can beat 2 to make a man know, say, oof, calm down. Know who you're talking to kind of thing. Sometimes people do need to get bad up. I agree. But I just didn't like the fact that somebody's backed out their phone. He's an old man. He's not even old. Can't even say 64 is old car. But shocked me when we see the man stand up in the street. Look at the case. His name's Martin Gordon, yeah, from Dudley. The man stand up in the street, brawling with something in his hand, arguing with people. You get me? And I had to give it a mention to say, yo, that's when people are in control. There's two different types of people with their weapons in it, yeah. There's obviously people who are a bit scatty and tutus in their head, one quick for beat it. And you got people who have a little bit of sense and they're not wildcats, yeah, and just deal with the issue how it needs to be dealt with, whether make it take it out of hand, you get me? Yeah. It's a bit of a waste of 5 years though for standing in the street, I suppose. I suppose he could have went to check them after hours, to be honest. He could have went to check them after hours when it was a bit dark. Yeah. And the public ain't about. But sometimes when you get the adrenaline and you don't want to wait till you want to do it now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I bet he's in his cell now thinking, boy, Sam, could I go and check them? About 11 o'clock and at the door, he's walked in the pub, brawling. Yeah? That's how you know he's an OG. Because he went in his local with it in his hand. To say, yo, where you are, sir? Where my ashes there? I heard it was a family argument over some ashes or something. Yeah. So, yeah, where the ashes there? Get me? So it looked like him going there to create more ashes, if you ask me. Ashes are ashes, dust to dust, as them say. But yeah, I was just giving you a quick look of video there because it's been about 5 days since I did not upload. I've had a shit time, yeah. I fucking had a major flood in my house. My water system blew up here and started spraying out loads of water and loads of what else? Water and steam. Like steam was coming out of it. My house like a sauna. Skin's all wet and that, and then so yeah, I'm getting it repaired. Repairs are in, so I've been a bit stressed, you get me. That's why you ain't see me do no uploads over the few days, but I thought I'd give you an update, a little video now. So yeah, look out for me. I'll be uploading again in another couple of days or whatever. Look out for it and just let me know what you think of that case car. I know my subscribers, big up the subscribers, always do. I know the subscribers are gonna go and look now, yeah, and you'll see, and you just see, you know what, it just shocked me that his age, and it makes me know that you are what you are, and it don't stop, and as long as the blood's still pumping, you don't just, what could I say, like it's for life almost, isn't it? It must be. Martin is a clear example that it's kind of like you don't, when it comes like that and it gets served up or there's an issue, you go for it. It's kind of like, yeah, that's it. It's what you know. Yeah, you don't approach situations with that something on your hip. You get me? And he was a perfect example of that. Still, 64 years old, standing on the street with a burner. Now, that's not really good example to the youngers, is it? You know what I mean? Because when they see granddad on the road, granddad, you know, granddad really something there, it's a bit, but yeah, big up Martin, you know what I mean? And you'll be alright on the wing, because he's obviously, man know that he's in there for the rater, innit? So he's good. Big up Martin, Bad Mind TV, one order.